My name is Peter Koutoujian. With Ed Markey's victory, a special election will now be held to replace him in the United States Congress. Today, I am entering the race to represent you in Washington. A little background on me and my family will help explain why I am so passionate about running to represent the voters of the 5th Congressional District. Our nation is a land of immigrants, and the story of my family is no different. I'm just a kid from Waltham, but my family's story, like so many others in Massachusetts and across the nation, reflects the promise of the American dream. After fleeing Turkey during the Armenian genocide, my father's parents settled in Waltham with nothing but the clothes on their backs. My mother's grandparents moved here from Ireland and made a living by cleaning boarding houses on Beacon Hill. My parents always believed in the honor and importance of public service. My mom dedicated her life to teaching, and my dad was a city clerk in Waltham for more than 30 years. They instilled in me a desire to help people and to try to make a difference in people's lives. They taught me that when you listen to people, empower people, and help them to take action, you can change their lives for the better. I began my career as a prosecutor for the Middlesex County District Attorney's Office, and then was elected to the Massachusetts House of Representatives in 1997. While in the House, I led on causes of healthcare, financial services, victims' rights, and public safety. I authored legislation to spur economic growth, improve nutritional standards in our schools, provide a healthier workplace environment, and to protect victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. In 2011, I was honored to be appointed Middlesex County Sheriff by Governor Deval Patrick. And since then, I have implemented programs to prepare offenders for reentry and instituted policies to improve transparency, strengthen our ethical standards and training, and to restore the public trust. My focus has always been on both the major challenges facing our state and, just as importantly, the issues that aren't being talked about every day, but touch people in their everyday lives. Like Cheryl DeReese, who I worked with night and day on legislation to ensure that victims of stalking were protected after the justice system failed her sister, Sandra. And like the Kearney family, who lost their son in 2006 in a tragic ATV accident despite the heroic efforts of Dr. Peter Masiakos to save him. We worked together to pass legislation that will ensure that accidents like that won't happen again. These are but a few of the faces and the stories behind my time in public service, and they are why public service is my life's work. People have said, why go to Washington when it's so difficult to get anything done? We need our next representative in Congress to be someone who will do the right thing when it comes to growing the economy, creating jobs, and improving education and the environment. We are facing major challenges in Washington on immigration, on health care, on women's rights, and the environment. We need a strong, progressive leader who will stand up for us on those and other issues. And we need to know that the next representative hears the voices and sees the faces of those that they represent. And most importantly, can get things done to make their lives better. I have dedicated my life to doing exactly that, and I'm ready to bring those progressive values and a lot of hard work to Washington. My children represent the 4th generation in my family, born and raised right here in the 5th District. And like me, they too are kids from Waltham. I believe it's my duty to do everything in my power to try to make the world a better place for them and for all of us. You deserve someone who will work every day to make life better for you and your families throughout the 5th District. I ask you to join with me on this campaign because together we can send a message that the people of the 5th District will continue to have a strong voice in the United States Congress. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you on the campaign trail.